Well, gosh, May. What another month that's absolutely flown by. So many things have happened this month. Again, my life seems to be a whirlwind. I've actually written down quite a few bits and pieces so that I can remember what I've done. I think a couple of the biggest things this month, we welcomed in a new member of the family, which was sad because we lost our old girl, Peggy, our lovely old ragdoll cat. She became just too poorly, really, and we sort of made the decision to say goodbye to her, which was incredibly sad. And then ended up with an opportunity to get a 6-month-old Maine Coon, which has been, actually, she'll never ever replace Peggy, but she's definitely sort of filled kind of filled a hole. And she's honestly, we've had Peggy for however many years, and this lovely cat who's called Miri, she's kind of come into our lives and she's crazy. She's absolutely bonkers. She loves water, she loves flying around, she loves climbing up stuff, she loves hanging off really high places. She's not scared of the dogs at all. And she's just made a really, really lovely addition to our family, which is super. So we now have me, and she's particularly beautiful, so I've been taking lots and lots of photographs, so hopefully there will be a tutorial coming up of she's a silver tabby Maine Coon. She's really beautiful. She looks a little bit like Mrs. Norris from Harry Potter. So she's been a big thing that's happened for us in May. The other thing, I've made 2 very big decisions for some future events that are coming up, which again is incredibly exciting. I can't kind of reveal the details or anything just yet, but really, really exciting stuff. One of them I did a practice piece for. I'll just show you. So here we go. Camage horses. I thought that if this is what I'm going to be doing next year at one of these particularly exciting, adventurous events, then I'd better practice. I'd better practice my water, because I've never drawn water before. I was like, oh, flipping out. And it was over that really long bank holiday, you know, the one where we had the Friday and the Monday. So it's a really, really long bank holiday. And I just started a Labrador. I was waiting for somebody to come back to me with a piece for a commission, and I was like, oh, what shall I draw? What shall I draw? Oh, I've got some pieces that I have to do in September. So I started this Labrador, and I literally got round half an eye. I think I put a bit of dark sepia in, and I was like, I'm going to draw Camage horses. I don't know, I just had this flash of inspiration. So I got the image from Dreams Time. It's a paid for image, and literally sat for the whole weekend and just drew. I cannot remember the last time. I love every single drawing that I do, but I cannot remember the last time I felt so inspired and I felt so amazing when I was drawing. I absolutely loved it, and I literally drew for about 10 hours a day. And I'd finished it. I think by the Monday evening or by the Tuesday, I'd finished this drawing. It's not huge. And what's lovely about this is that it sold before I even started to put colour on the paper. It sold at line art stage. And the other amazing thing is that the proceeds that this has made, all of the proceeds that this has made, has been donated to IDAS, and I think it was their big give this last week. I think it's Give to Kind or something like that, is to do with the Mental Health Awareness Week. So all of the proceeds from this have gone to IDAS, which is incredible, and I feel so grateful that I can do that. I feel really, really grateful that I can, I'm now in a position where I can give to charity. I love that. So this really exciting piece, and this is the prelude to something very exciting happening next year in the south of France, and oh God, I've been working on that this month. Honestly, I'm really giddy about it. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, so that's one thing that we're doing. The other thing that I've been doing this month as well is looking at my first in-person event. Again, incredibly exciting. This is something completely different. So I don't know of anybody else who's done this, and it's something that I've had in my head for ages. I've got a vision in my head, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be like this, and it's going to be like this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And I've been speaking to an events company who are going to help me put all of this together, and I'm just so excited about it. I can't tell you. I think we're going to be announcing it in July, I think. Once we've got everything sorted and we know exactly what we're doing. But that is a very, very exciting project. Honestly, I just can't. I'm the sort of person that I've never been very good at praising myself for doing what I do, and I'll do something and then I've done it and then I'm like, right, what's next, and I have ideas coming out of my ears, literally, and I have to work on something that really excites me, and that keeps me motivated and keeps me going, because running a business is hard. Even when you've got a fantastic team around you, it's hard. There are things that happen in your life that it's tricky. So to have something to really, really look forward to is amazing. So I'm so excited about that. Now then, what else have we got? I was a live panellist for Stu McLaren. I don't know whether I'm sure I've spoken about him before. Stu McLaren is a Canadian entrepreneur. He basically is the membership guy. And I joined his tribe back in 2021. I'm very big on self-development, so I'm always buying courses. I've just bought another course from a guy called Colin Bradley, and it's about weaving your story into your sort of your marketing and your selling and everything. And it's funny, isn't it? I think everybody has a different idea of, if you run a business, whatever business it is, whether it's art or, whatever, we all have a different idea about what we're going to be doing. And for me, I want to, my business is important to me. I'm incredibly passionate about my business, and I'm really proud of what I've done and, how my business is going. And I'm always looking to bring my marketing up a notch. I've had to do a lot of learning and do things a lot differently to how I used to do things with marketing, because the world is changing. And if I have things that I want to do and I want to take my business places, then I have to make changes to how I do stuff. So, following people who are those industry experts who can help me, make my business better, help me with my marketing so that it comes across better. I think that's always a really good thing. Anyway, so I was a panelist for Stu McLaren, which was it was fabulous actually. I was on with a few other people, and we were just talking about when we first launched our memberships, basically. Stu McLaren teaches people how to run a membership, and he's absolutely amazing, and he's such a nice man, and you feel like you're kind of I feel like I'm part of the family, and I've met the most amazing people, arty people, people who have got art businesses different to mine but still in that art space, and it's so nice to be able to talk to and work with people who understand the joys and the challenges and everything that come with running an online business. So I did that, which was exciting. Me being me, of course. I was like, right, 2:00, got to get in there. So I'm there, and I There I was at 2 o'clock. No, it wasn't 2 o'clock at all. It was 3 o'clock. So I'd gone in at the wrong time. I was like, oh, for goodness sake. Is it? I always think I'm really good at getting my time zones, and then I end up with, is it British summertime? Is it Greenwich Mean Time? What is it? So I'm always usually an hour early. But anyway, so that was really, really fun. We've had another amazing business drop-in this month as well. Charlie Andrew, my brother-in-law, the guy who coached me and helped me when I first started my business, he came in and did another incredible session for us, all about branding. And it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. He's so charismatic and he comes across so well. And for me, what's lovely is that I can introduce people to my community that can give such a lot of value, and put things in front of them that they would never, have the opportunity to have. And the same with Susie Pearl. So she did a confidence session for me in April. She's doing another one in June, and then another one in July. And it's being able to give my community that opportunity. It's incredible. And what's amazing is that with Susie, we have kind of not teamed together, because I'm not actually going to be part of it, but she has offered my community some group sessions. So if you don't know who Susie is, she is the most incredible author, TED talker, coach. She is the woman who helped me get back on track back in 2021, when I thought I was okay. And I really wasn't. I'd done what an awful lot of people do, and I pushed all of my trauma and rubbishness. I just pushed it to the back of my mind, and I tried to hide it, and I tried to make out to myself that, sorry, I've got a bit of hair. I've had this bit of hair over the top of my nose all day, and I can't reach it. But she is the person who helped me, who recognised that there was something that I needed to talk about, and gave me the space to be able to talk about stuff and to sort it out. And she is the most amazing woman. And what's amazing is that she has given us the opportunity, or given me the opportunity, to share with my community, and allow people to come and have some small group sessions with her. And that's something that actually I think is available now. There's 4 sessions that you can book onto, and you have an hour with Susie, and you get to kind of talk about stuff that, you might be mindset stuff. It might be, you might have something specific that you want to talk about, and it's specific to the group. So they're not sessions that are going to be shared out to everybody. It's a closed group. And, if you are going through a bit of something at the moment, or you do need a little bit of help with mindset, or you've kind of got to a point and you're a little bit stuck, if you can get on one of these Susie sessions, you are going to have your mind blown, and you are going to be so unstuck. You won't be able to see yourself coming. If you can get onto one of these sessions, if you want a little bit of help, I would highly, highly recommend it. Susie is amazing. She's amazing. I can't tell you how amazing she is. I couldn't talk about stuff. I physically could not talk about things. I would try and talk about something, and my throat would literally close, and my voice would go, and I would start coughing, and I could not get the words out that I wanted to say, that I needed to say. And Susie has enabled me to talk about the things that I needed to talk about, the things that were really important to get out, the things that enabled me to get on with the rest of my life, to be able to grow my business, to be able to become, successful. She enabled me to do that. Yes, I had to put a lot of work in, but she was the person who allowed me the space, asked the pertinent questions, got me talking about things that I didn't want to talk about, and I was scared to talk about. And it was so important. And then gave me the strength to talk about it more in the public eye. Again, so important to talk about, the domestic violence, all of that kind of thing. It's so important to talk about it because so many people go through it, and so many people don't have the courage or are too scared to talk about it. And I understand why so many people are so scared to talk about it, because they have people on the other side who are telling them they shouldn't be talking about it, that they shouldn't have a voice, that they should keep quiet about it. And that's not right. And Susie has enabled me to talk about that. And I owe her so much. I'm incredibly grateful to have found Susie and to have her in my life. So if you do want a session, and they are limited, grab one, because they are so oh my goodness, you honestly, you won't believe it. You'll absolutely love it. So the Susie sessions, I've done quite a lot of commissions this month as well. I've got quite a few commissions coming through. My books are opening in July, and I'll be taking commissions for 2024 and 2025. I'm taking a limited amount of commissions this next time, and from my wait list. So the reason I'm taking limited commissions is that I want to do a lot of my own stuff. I have lots and lots of pieces that I want to do, and I just don't have the time to do. And it's important for me. I think when I did the horses, the Camage horses, it really brought it home to me that the reason I still adore my art and can't wait to get to my drawing board every day is because I'm drawing things that I love to draw. Not all of them. Well, I love every single drawing I do, but I do pieces from me. I see photographs that inspire. I'll maybe see or think about something that inspires me and then try and find something that works for me. That's really, really important for me as an artist, because it means that I keep the motivation up. It means that I keep my love of drawing up. I don't think is it 6 years I've been a full-time artist, I don't think I've ever once not wanted to draw, lost my mojo, had artist block, anything like that. And I think because I'm quite, I do a lot of work mentally. So I have coaching sessions regularly to help me with things outside of my art, just normal everyday stuff. And I think because I work on pieces that I really, really love and that, just make my heart sing, honestly. Those horses, they were just like, oh, I was just sitting, I was like, I can't go to bed, I've just got to keep going, I've got to keep going. So and that's why I don't want to stop doing commissions because I love my commission work, but I'm going to take on fewer so that I can do a lot of work that I love as well. And of course, my tutorials. I've got some amazing tutorials coming up. I'm about to start another human one, which I'm really excited about. This one has got background, it's got texture. I might have talked about it before, but it's can't wait to get started on that. I'm drawing a little golden retriever puppy at the moment, which is lovely, and I've just done a couple of horses, and I've got another couple of horses to come. So I've got pieces coming out of my ears, which is fabulous, and I love every single minute of it, which is great. So that's kind of I can't remember what else I've got going on, just the normal stuff. We're drawing the zebra in art club, which we're really, really enjoying. I went to Amsterdam. Oh my goodness. So went to Amsterdam last weekend with my sister, and she's agreed to do a podcast with me. My sister's agreed to do a podcast with me, which I can't wait to do. We went to see Esther Hicks and Abraham, the Law of Attraction, and we had the most incredible time. It was amazing. It was amazing. I almost put myself onto the cruise in Greece. It was that amazing. It was fantastic. The venue was amazing. It was this old gas tower, big round gas tower, lasers and blue lighting and screens, and 3,000 people there, all filled with joy, basically, and the most amazing coffee that was in these big things. And it was just the most incredible weekend. We set off, oh, well, it didn't set off very well. And I was trying to work out what the universe was trying to tell me as I woke up on the Friday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, because our flight was at 20 past 6. And so we had to get there a couple of hours early. So I thought, right, wake up at 3, quick shower, get dressed. My sister will be here, off we go. Leeds Bradford Airport's only 25 minutes away. Got up. Dora, one of the dogs, had been violently ill all over the floor in the bedroom. Apologies about this. So there's me in my pants trying to clean all of this mess up. No time for a shower or anything. My sister got here at 3:30 and I was dressed. I was very sweaty. I'd managed to clean all of the floor and everything up, so that was fine. I was like, oh my goodness, what a nightmare. And I was like, oh, didn't have any makeup on, no nothing. And we literally just jumped in my car, off we went to the airport. And to be honest, I didn't wear any makeup all weekend. I don't like wearing makeup because it gives me headaches. And I didn't wear any makeup all weekend, and it didn't matter at all. And I was so happy because I didn't have any headaches. It was really nice. Anyway, so we got on the flight. My sister hadn't flown. She's 47. She hadn't flown since she was 13. So she thought she was going to be nervous, but loved every minute of it. And she was like looking at the clouds and everything. Oh, we had the most fantastic time. And she, when we flew over there, we flew with KLM, and they gave us a coconut macaroon on the way over. And Heidi doesn't like coconut, so I had 2 coconut macaroons, and they were really good. And we got there straight into a taxi, straight to this place, and we were allowed in 3 hours before it started. And just standing in the queue with all of these people, and they were so nice, and we were chatting, and it was really great. And then we were sitting in this venue, and about a minute before she was due to come on, this music starts, and people started singing, and I turned to Heidi and I went, "Oh my God, she's got a song!" And it was very easy. The words were very easy. It was "I Can Do It" and "Fill Your Heart with Joy." So we were just singing along and dancing to this thing. And then Esther comes on, and there's this roar, and everybody's cheering and everything. And then she invites people up to ask a question, and then she answers in what Abraham answers in his own incredible way. Abraham is channeled through Esther, and it was just amazing. Honestly, it was just amazing. We were just sitting there going, oh my God, crying. And it was just the most fantastic weekend. Fantastic weekend. We got back to the airport on the Saturday. We had an overnight stay. We got Uber Eats, and we got a KFC. When I got home, my mum was like, oh, did you go out to any nice place? We're like, no. We went to the hotel, we had Uber Eats, and we had KFC, and it was amazing. Then we just laid on the bed watching TikTok. And we got back to the airport, and we were like, oh gosh, we'd have to get some, stroop waffles. Somebody told me how to say it, and I'm sure that's not it. But we had to buy stroop waffles, so we got 3 packs each, and we were like, oh, I can't wait to have these, blah, blah, blah. Got to Leeds Bradford, we're standing in the queue for passport control, and I was like, oh, where are the stroop waffles? And Heidi just went, oh. We're on the aeroplane still, we'd forgotten them. So some air stewardess will have got a lot of stroop waffles, which was a bit sad, but I mean, but we had the most fantastic weekend. Really, really amazing weekend. And it reminded me that I have to live my life just loving stuff, not worrying about, or not being, I don't need to look at nasty stuff. I don't need to involve myself with negative stuff. I just need to walk out of my back door and just, that's my life. That is real life. It's sunshine, it's blue skies, it's rain, it's rainbows. I don't have to immerse myself in anything other than that. And I love that. So we had the most incredible weekend. Yeah, so that's kind of been it, really. Another real whirlwind of a month. I don't even know what I've got going on next month. I've got a workshop, I've got this tutorial, I've got all sorts of stuff, videos to create, etc. But but for the time being, basically new cat, Camage horses, Esther Hicks, and yeah, the dog being poorly on the floor. That's basically sums up my May. So thanks all for listening to me waffling on as usual, and I'll see you all very soon.